Hello my friends and welcome back to another Rome 2 commentary. Today it's going to be a 2v2 again, but not a siege, it's going to be a land battle, and if you want you can see it a bit as a historical battle, as it's a barbarian federation but consisting out of the Boii and the Averni versus Rome. I would say this battle takes place in northern Italy just after the barbarian tribes crossed the Alps and trying to invade and plunder everything in Italy, and especially mighty Rome itself, the city, the capital of the mighty empire of Rome that never fell victim to any plundering whatsoever. So yeah, as you can see here, 2v2, I'm going to be playing the Boii, and my army are 3 Celtic slingers in the front, just cannon fodder. I just picked them with each one upgrade. No, only this guys in the middle are lucky enough to get an upgrade. I just picked them because I wanted some skirmishers as meat shield as well. Yeah, and my left and right flank, each 1 unit of Levy Freemen, in the middle as well. I picked them as anti-cavalry unit as my opponent in the previous match. One of these guys was Rome before, and he had quite a decent cavalry contingent, and I didn't want the cavalry units to just crush into my main line, which consists of, I think, 8 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 8 units of sword followers. And as you know, swords are very susceptible to cavalry, especially heavy cavalry, and if this cavalry would have just shot straight into these guys, it probably would have taken out most of them, and or have at least casualties, which I didn't really want to suffer from. So these Levy Freemen are very cheap spear units to protect me from that. Cavalry, I have 4 heavy horse and my generous noble horse. My opponent has 4 units of Soci Equites, which are upgraded unit of Equites, if you want to call it this way, and they are a bit worse than my heavy horse, so I do have the cavalry advantage, but he has the skirmisher advantage because he brought 3 units of auxiliary Balearic slingers as well as 1 unit of auxiliary Syrian archers. And yes, these guys, the Syrian archers, if given the time, they can be devastating, and well, my plan was not to give them this time, but we will see what happens. His main line are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unit of legionary cohorts, and he has a support 1 Evocati cohort on each flank, and in the middle 1 unit of Hastatis, his generous delegatus. My allies opponent, he brought 3 units of auxiliary Syrian archers, 4 units on Evocati cohort, 2 on each flank, and his main line are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unit of legionary cohorts, as well as 1 first cohort and 1 vigiles as support. So his anti-cavalry department consists of 3 equities and 1 vigiles. My ally brought 4 heavy horse, as the same amount as I did, so he's far superior there, and he will be able to use that to his advantage quite nicely. His opponent general is also a legatus, so not very good. My allies army is actually very similar to my one. 3 Celtic slingers in the front, only these ones got lucky to get each a bronze upgrade. He has also Levy Freemen, but 1 unit more, and he placed them on his flanks, 2 on each one in the third line. His main line are Chosen Sword in 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 units of these, and 1 Oathsworn as his general. And as I already said, 4 units of heavy horse. Let's just start right into it. So yeah, it was quite an epic battle, and I really enjoyed playing this. The map didn't have many strategy to it because it was just a plain. And yeah, as we see now, I'm moving a bit over here because I wanted to be able to flank my opponent a bit. Also, we had all of his cavalry here, so we will be seeing my cavalry positioning themselves here soon. And at the same time, my ally and we were texting in the in-game text, or in-game chat, and I was suggesting to him, let's just get into position and then just straight out charge them, as at first this is what barbarians did if they didn't manage to ambush the Romans, and secondly, we are heavily outnumbered in the skirmisher department, so why taking a skirmisher fight if you don't have to? We're letting our skirmishers taking the shots, just charging right through, and hopefully we're going to be able to slice the Romans apart in close combat then. Yeah, we will see how that goes. And now my cavalry is moving on the flank here, willing to meet these Socio Equites. My opponent is adjusting, but leaving a massive gap in between their two armies, which my ally might exploit, as he already positioned one unit of heavy horse over there. His other 3 units of heavy horse are going to be positioning over here. His opponent actually, he has 3 units of equities which are standing here, and if they would be moving any further out, he would just very happily take that fight, destroy these guys, and have the complete cavalry advantage over my enemy. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just waiting here at the moment, marching slowly forwards, just staying out of range of his guys, because I want to be in position when I start charging. He's also moving forwards now. And my ally here, just before charging forwards, his cavalry's in a nice position in a kinda arc, while the 4th unit is staying over here waiting for a good situation to strike. Yeah, both of us positioned here quite nicely, and his steering archer is just waiting to unleash hell on my guys. I mean, they are quite expensive. I mean, I think one of these units is worth as much as 2 of my guys. But this is exactly when I started to give my attack orders. My ally is already moving forwards and attacking. So I target these auxiliary ballistic slingers because I didn't notice he has Syrian archers, which was sloppy of me. But yeah, that's what happened. Now I move all of my armies just in front of him and giving the attack orders on the way in then, so they are constant movement and not attacking like in this kinda line, in the slash formation where this hits first and then the units come striking in. I wanted all of them to hit at the same time. I moved my cavalry up. Now my level 3 men are moving forwards to give support to my cavalry, and yeah, my ally here is charging forwards on all fronts as well. And now you can hear me giving the first charging orders. I am doing a very big mistake. I have the superior numbers in terms of infantry units, which I should use to my advantage, and I'm planning to. But the massive mistake I did is I used this levy freeman here there to charge this legionary court, and I did not send any other units in for support. And this is really the biggest mistake. These guys are already losing quite a lot of men with their catching all the javelins, but this is what I wanted them to do. And now look, all of my attack orders go everywhere, apart from here, meaning this unit will just be able to break through and then just roll up this flank. And this will have devastating results, you will see. Here he decides the best usage of his cavalry is using all of his units charging against this unit, deciding wisely then to take 2 and these guys. Now you see my guys are bracing, kinda, and chucking their javelins. Getting knocked over, but I didn't suffer any losses, while I killed 7 of his guys. So that was really good. I was very surprised that my swordsmen didn't suffer at all from these heavy melee cavalry charging into them. And now my levy freemen are going to get in the mix. I'm pulling 2 units out of that fight because I want them to charge into the back. Yeah, you see already my levy freemen here wavering. I'm using these guys to flank around and hopefully being able to engage in the back. My general coming around to take care of these archers. My ally is doing very well at the moment. He's chasing off his opponent's general, and the legatus doesn't stand a chance versus these heavy horse. Already down 15 men. Here he's charging in with his heavy horse versus these equites. Levy freemen supporting these, and also again 2 units in the back. Here these levy freemen are going to attack these Syrian archers, and here this Evocati court comes to the rescue, protects his flank, and my general is going to be moving around the flank and attacking these slingers. I'm using on the other, let's just make this a bit faster. Yeah, it's lagging like hell, my laptop is so shit. But yeah, I'm losing these heavy horse to charge into his general here because I want to kill him as well. And yeah, as you can see here, the line broke up completely. This is just a mess again. These socio-equities against my sword units. Here these guys are already in red morale area thanks to my heavy horse from the back and front, and these levy freemen as support. Here his guys take a charge and lose, where are they? 6 men only, so not that bad. But all of these guys are so annoying. They're constantly firing in the back of my guys, and they're going to make me suffer heavy casualties. And now here my general charging into this auxiliary Balearic slingers. He killed already 50, but just to get these guys to rout, it's going to take him ages. And I think that's kinda a bit of bullshit, if I may put it that way. I mean, look at these guys. Let's make it slow motion, just then it's much smoother. It's like, I don't know what happens. They have chainmail armor, a big shield, a spear and horses, and just come crushing into these guys with their small shield, their sack around, or sleeping sack around them, and the dagger. And what happens? Yeah, well, we are going to put up a fight and last forever. And my general already lost half of his men, and he's going to lose his, the general itself as well. Yeah, now the general died after this volley here, and that's just absolutely disastrous. Here these socio-equities pulled out of the fight, and my heavies are engaging them. Here my levy freemen are suffering versus these socio-equities and evocratic cohort. I'm able to kill his general as well here, so that's good news, but I lost another heavy horse unit in the progress. Here this flank is already breaking. In the middle they broke through and attacking my sword followers, now sandwiching them. On this side, on the other end, it's going very well for my ally. He's using the hammer and anvil tactic perfectly. His chosen swordsmen are holding the line and being the anvil, while his heavy horse are just coming and charging from the back, being the hammer, smashing and killing, coming out and charging right back. And here this levy freemen are fighting versus these vigiles, so it's kinda a fight, spear versus spear, and it's going to the advantage of these levy freemen, because they also have supportive fire over all of these units in the unprotected back of these guys. Here my ally is using the levy freeman unit to just hold these first cohort guys back and pin them down. And yeah, I'm just trying to get all of his skirmishers to up, but you see 16 men left, 28 men left, and my general has 33 men left. So it's really going very, very crappy for me. Here there's just a massive blob. I'm managing to free this levy freeman versus the socio-equities and just charging straight into the back of this evocratic cohort, but it's not going to have the result I wanted. They're already up to 80 kills, and they're going to be a pain in the ass. Here all of these guys just a massacre. These Hastati, they're not going to accomplish much. I mean, they got 50 kills so far and lost half of their men, so it's not all that bad. Here the socio-equities attacked, and my they got levy freemen are going to hopefully take care of these guys. Also, yeah, my general managed to finally rout the last unit of Balearic slingers, but now here the legionary cohort comes in, charges or chucks their javelin at him. 22 men left, and these auxiliary Syrian archers. That was the worst thing that could have ever happened. I mean, just look at this. There are 2 units of heavy horse, yes? Apparently very good in melee combat. Versus 1 unit of auxiliary and Syrian archers. I'm going to do it slow motion just for you guys so it's smooth and looks like decent again. These guys are actually killing off one of these units and making the other down to, I think, 10 men. So they're actually killing in close combat cavalry. Very, very great news for me. Here I routed the Hastati. Not a big surprise, but these evocratic cohort, 140 men, casually killing 150 of mine. And just standing here like, we don't care what you surround us. We're just going to slice our way out of here. We don't have a problem with that. I hear my lines are running thin. He's winning all along the line. My general just rushed in here to make the hammer and anvil tactic trying to work, but it did not work out. On the other hand, on my allies side, he just makes all of these guys rout now in a mass rout, but just his hammer and anvil is working perfectly. He's also won up to 130 kills, and he's doing exactly what my opponent did to me, only that My ally had cavalry left and used it perfectly. His whole left flank is cleaned up, the middle is cleaned up, only the right flank is still holding, and not for long. One unit wavering, gone. Two more units standing, and these first corps actually. So yeah, they successfully sliced their way through the levy freemen, which is a great job. But these levy freemen actually got 40 kills. Okay, not all on these guys, but they did get quite a nice amount of kills on this first corps already. And they are now decided we can't take this. We can't take the heavy horse, so we're going to go into these chosen swordsmen, but right at that moment taking the charge to the face. And yeah, on my side, on the other end, I managed to get a couple of units to rout, but nothing that really matters. I'm just losing everywhere. Here you can see it's 3 versus 1. I lost my levy freeman, yes, but no problem. They are a unit that loses. Come on, they're mutual. They are a unit that can die, and I can just put it away. But these not chosen swordsmen, sword followers, they're engaged front to front, and these guys got nearly 200 kills and lost what? 40, not even that, 32 units. So they're absolutely doing work here, and now I'm going to come in the back. If we just look, now I'm going to position them there nicely and then coming from the back, while I'm trying to do the hammer and anvil with these 40 horsemen left, trying to get this legionary cohort low. But yeah, you can see he's just wrapping up the flank, letting them chuck their javelins in my unprotected back, and then just finishing me off. So yeah, here we're seeing the charge now. 125, and now they're just coming charging in, and nothing changes. 1 kill, yay. 2, 3. So yeah, that's all that happened. 5 kills. Now they are going down a bit, but that's going to stabilize soon again. And then they're just going to be going into killing my troops again. So yeah, these two guys are holding out quite honorably against this Evocati corps there. They also got 200 kills nearly, but they're going to get support by legionary cohorts, 2 of these, and then they're going to start wavering again. And here this auxiliary Senat is up to 100 kills, constantly being a pain in the ass for my cavalry. The sword rollers down to 40, still holding strong against this legionary cohort up to 80 men. And here it's just sandwiched, but they're still fighting, so I'm quite happy about that at least, because I will be able to hopefully survive until my ally comes to my rescue before this Roman guy forms up again. Here this first corps is just sandwiched up between 2 heavy horse units being decimated, and these guys are just going to die and rout as well. And just look at them. It's completely surrounded and now running. So yeah, I did manage to kill a couple of his units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I managed to rout 3 of his legionary cohorts, I think, or if he had 8, only 6. Then I managed to kill 1. His Hastati is gone, and his Evocati cohort are half man down, or this guy is only down to 60. So it's not that bad, but this fight went quite horribly for me. I finally managed to kill his archers, lost another 20 men in the process, and now I'm just going to charge in the back of these guys. I managed to getting 3 kills with that. I need to get rid of them. I mean, come on, 260 kills on them, and they are not even close to routing. I mean, just look at that. I mean, are we going to see another? Yes, no. Come, just look at this. They're standing there, cavalry charge right in the back of them. Yeah, we don't mind. We can take it. We're just going to continue slicing your guys. We don't mind. Red morale, 53 men left. Casualty, 270 kills. Still growing the number. And now my ally is going to send his cavalry to support, as all of my troops are collapsed apart from these 3. So 2 legionary cohorts coming to help, supported by another 2 and another Evocati cohort. These guys are still 120 men strong, killed already 300. So they just sliced through my troops with ease. Yeah, we finally got this Evocati cohort to rout. But just by the javelins, these guys are already not routing but wavering. but soon you will see these guys are getting frightened by the sheer numbers we have left. I mean, my ally has nearly all of his units left. It's just all of them are a bit weakened, but they will still be able to take these guys on. But so now everything is wavering. These guys are going to rout while I'm trying to pull them through. But now all of them are going to start wavering because I'm continuously getting kills here, and this cavalry is a supporting unit. And now they're just, we give up. So if it was not for my ally, I would have lost this quite badly. As we can see here, my stats, my cavalry, these 3 units at least, my general 180 kills, most of this were skirmishes though, but still okay. These guys 100 and 133, they did okay, 80 also, but this 16 guys was, I think that was the unit I put in the fight with these socio-equites and the avocado cohort, so they just got sliced to pieces. My skirmishers with 20-25 kills, yeah, well, it's okay. Better than nothing. My levy freemen, 47 kills is okay, but the other 2, they were meat shield, they didn't do that much, and they killed a couple of cavalry guys, so it was okay. But my main line here, 50, 65, 70, 100, 90, 408, these really didn't do well due to my mistake just having them in the front line and then in the middle letting the opponent have an easy breakthrough. These guys were the ones lasting until the last moment with 180 and 160 kills, so they definitely did a good job. My opponent, his general didn't do a good job. His cavalry here, 9 and 6 kills, definitely not either. These guys got these were the 2 guys charging into my swordmen and being helped out by my vigiles and heavy horse. That's why they got killed so nicely. These guys got most of their kills in my skirmishes and then died to my vigiles, so not all that bad either. These auxiliary and Syrian archers, considering they only have 100 kills, it's okay, but they got 100 kills on nearly all of my horsemen. So they definitely did their job well. They killed my general, got the kills on these guys, and same with these slingers. And the avocado got obviously the bane of this battle for my troops. 283, 235 kills. And then the main line, they just sliced 300 or 290, 220, 160, 180, 130, 120, and okay, the Hastati were the only unit that didn't do that well. I only managed to kill 1,500, but I took losses by 2,000. Let's see on the other flank. The Roman guy, again, his general nothing, his equity is hardly anything as predicted. His archers, that was quite a lot of money invested in them. They didn't really get anything done. But again, his avocado cohort, 210, 155, 87, 100. These 2 units here did not do well. They were just victims to the very quick and early hammer and anvil charges. These 210 kills was the unit that was fighting versus the levy freemen for the most time, so not the best kills either. And these guys 100, they did okay, as well as the first cohort 180, but again, most of them are levy freemen. The vigiles got only levy freemen kills either, so these 2 units didn't do much. And these guys, nothing either. I mean, 60, 70, and 60, also 40. It's not the kind of kills you want. I mean, my opponent showed you what they can do. And so my ally actually did all the work for me with his chosen swordsman, just holding the line. I mean, come on, 100. Each of these units has nearly over 100 kills, apart from these guys. And the levy freemen did quite well as well, with 90, 80, 40, and 40 kills, even though the 90 ones, I guess, was these vigiles. But still, they took out the support unit that could have been a pain in the ass for this cavalry. His general got 300 kills, his cavalry 180, 140, 70, and 90. So definitely well played. And the slingers as well, 60, 40, and 50. So all in all, it was a great match. I really enjoyed playing it. Even though I learned a bit again that pay attention to what your opponent is doing and which units you are charging into the close combat, especially in the center. I hope you enjoyed this video and this battle, and if you want me to commentate on one of your replays, then just send me the replay and I will do a commentary to it. If you don't know how, then just ask me on YouTube or on Steam. The link to my Steam group is in the description. I'm the administrator, just add me up and then I will explain you everything. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time.